All right, what do we got? We got HEA Designs in the house, the Equilibrium. And it has upset my equilibrium because these things are so different. I mean, it's like, no, hold on. Didn't this used to have a blade in it? I mean, it disappears in the handle. That's incredible. It's kind of like, okay, so we'll put the blade in the handle, then we'll mill the handle to make sure that it actually, you know, is the exact same as the blade, shape-wise. Wow, that's a different deal. It really is. So it basically, when it's back in here, it's not even visible. You got an S35VN blade. You know, it's got satin flats on it. It's got an incredible kind of curve on here. I mean, I love harpoon shapes, but this is like, it's almost like old-time Arabic type weaponry look to it. Strange. This would be what I would think Alibaba and the 40 Thieves or something. I don't know. Something weird and fantastical like that. You got a titanium frame, titanium hardware. And, you know, I ran my magnet over this and I couldn't pick anything up. So this is all, like they say, is titanium. I guess I just jammed it in there. I thought I was picking something up, but no. So this is just kind of a natural, like, bead blast tie. And you got little lines in there, in that scale. Little tiny lines along there, if you can see that. And you got the HEA on the pivot, which looks like kind of a light bluish color, purplish bluish. Don't know if you can pick that up with the light. That's a little bit more obvious. The pocket clip is very smooth. You know, you don't have these like screws standing up and then straight across there for a pocket clip. This is really integrated, smooth and beautiful. Obviously, probably mounted from the inside, which, if we could actually see something, we would know. Yeah, it is mounted from the inside. 2 screws in there too. All right, and then we've got our little insert in here because we got a screw there. So we've got a hardened steel insert to interface with the S35VN blade. And these feel light, but they're not small knives, right? And I don't know, you know, how do you measure a blade that kind of curves all the way around? And, you know, it's like the furthest part out, maybe. And so you're at, I don't know, not quite 4 inches. Let's call it 3 and almost 7/8. And, you know, 97 millimeters, somewhere in there. And 23.5 centimeters overall, which is a big knife, right? 9¼ inches. Wow, that's a big knife. I mean, that's a pretty big knife. As far as, you know, your normal kind of EDC that we run into. And it looks like you got about an 1/8 inch blade stock here. 0.121, 3 millimeter thick. So it's not real thick blade stock. And I kind of noticed that when I was looking at these knives. They got ceramic, or no, they got bearings. I can't remember if they were ceramic bearings on the pivot, but they're bearings. And it flips great. One guy made a comment saying, I think the flipper tab it's kind of a little tall for his tastes. Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it just depends on, yeah, maybe it could have come down a tad. then again, maybe there's something design-wise that they were trying to state when they did that. So I'm not going to try and second guess knife designers. But yeah, it's kind of up and out there, like the periscope. But it flips really good. And these knives that I looked at, I mean, these two I got are centered. You know, these are, I saw these on Blade HQ, but when I did, I mean, it was a while back, they were not in stock. And I think they came in stock and sold out quick and whatever. So it's crazy. They come in these awesome boxes, which I'll just throw one open for you. So look at that. Design different. Hallelujah. I'll tell you what. Amen, brother. I'll tell you that. Yes, it is design different. I mean, that is the word. And that goes in this little fitted thing. Okay, so figure that out. And under here, okay, you've got this foam cutout, but what's here? Well, this is like a sheath or something, I guess the knife goes into, right? Just like that. So this is like a fuzzy, not quite like Velcro, but kind of that heavy felt type thing. Weird. Then you take the outer ring out. Then you got all this other gobbledygook. And you've got this logo with a sticker. That's a sticker, I guess. Then you got this cloth. So, I mean, they're loading you up. That. Okay, put in the little outer ring. There you go with this sheath. It's an assembly project. I need a general contractor in here. Put this back together. There you go. So, that's amazing. No, hold on. So the deal is, though, I mean, I opened this box like this. It's got that. See this? Like this. So it opens. It's got the magnetic, you know, clank. Okay, so you open that up like that. But really, this is not a complete box. I have two boxes. This is because this has an outer sheath. Okay, so you got the outer sheath. Then you got the inner box. Then you've got actually this on top. So both knives don't necessarily have the exact same stuff in them. I think Tony, our viewer that sent me these knives, I think he has, he doesn't have this little top card that came in one. And it's like, I think that's pretty meaningless anyhow. But and then you still got the felt, you got the, you know, you got this and this. And you know what? This one is a patch. You know, I mean, Velcro and all this kind of stuff, right? This is what this is. This is their logo. The other one was a sticker. Okay. But this is a sticker. But then I'm not seeing the microfiber thing. So, these will be in my knife sale coming up. But I mean, these are... wow, what a construction project we got here. Let's put it back. But in any case, so I just thought I'd show you that, yes, typically, you know, the box has a sheath, and then inside the box are many layers of wonderment. Absolutely. Let's go back to this. Let's open this. Let's open this box back up. Get out of here. Come here. So, big knives. You know, you're talking 3 3/4 or 3 7/8. Didn't we do that? Yeah, 3 7/8. Not quite 10 centimeters and 23.5, 9 1/4. Big. You know, you got blade stock, 1/8 inch, which is 3.22 millimeters. But the blade stock is 0.125. So, both knives, the blade just hides in the handle. The ano is really nice, titanium. And they did a good job. I kind of like this kind of gold accent with the blue. And the blue is different depending on the angle of the light. in the real world, this looks more bluish than purplish. But under my studio lights, and especially I've been handling it, so sometimes that can affect the hue. But yeah, let's go to the papers. Yeah, this is where I saw them the first time. Blade HQ, HEA Designs Equilibrium, framelock, 3.9-inch blade. Yeah, we thought 3 7/8, all of that. $299, and it looks like they're in stock when I printed this out. So all the specs here, 9 1/4. Yes, it was. Yes, it was. And S35, trailing point, bead blast, and satin. So the satin flats, but the bead blast for the, you know, for the grind areas. And weight, they are light. They're under 5, 4.5 about. And then they just talk about, you know, they're a modern knife, modern design. And yes, they are. And the other page is, you know, talks about the features, you know, that kind of thing. You can pause and read that. And it's a flipper. And what kind of a knife is it? Yes. So we got that figured out. Interesting design. Cool that this thing disappears into the handle. And you know, when I was looking at these, I mean, you look at this, look at how thin this tie is, and then it gets fatter and fatter and fatter and fatter and a little thinner and fatter again. So it's kind of like this. It's like an A-frame. It's triangular. Yeah. You know, some of the reports that I've read or whatever feedback type stuff is that they like it. You know, there's no blade play, there's no lock rock. No blade play, no lock rock. Perfectly centered. They're on bearings, they flip great. Maybe the flipper tab's a little tall. Maybe not. Maybe that's that kind of crazy futuristic look that you love. When I saw them, I kind of flipped out. I thought they were crazy wild. And I like crazy wild. So it was just crazy enough for me. What do you think? I think that they're probably going to come in at about 4.5 ounces because they do feel light in the hand. Wow, good guess. Oh yeah, I read that off the Blade HQ thing. Okay, I'm not that clairvoyant. 128 grams. But you know what? That's a very light knife for a, how long? How long is this knife? 9 1/4 inches overall. That's a big knife. That's a big knife. I mean, look at this handle, okay? I mean, my hands are not that small. That's a big knife. And these are basically new in the box. I don't think they've ever really been carried. Yeah, they're nice and sharp. Good factory edge. Yeah, you see that kind of satin flat here? And that bead blast kind of look to the grind area. But really good edge on there for, you know, production. Interesting. I don't know what you think. I mean, this is a knife that is going to evoke some kind of response. This is not a knife you can just look at and not kind of get a double take on it. These are interesting knives. And these knives could belong to you. You could have this knife in your hand in 3 days. Because, yeah, it's all part of Tony's knives that he's selling through my site. So, not $299.99, $270 delivered to your house in the box. But yeah, and you know, you got the regular titanium one and you got the blue one, and they both have, you know, accents on them. So this with the light blue is really very, very classy looking. This one is a little bit more in your face with the gold and the blue, but you know, that's, I mean, it kind of goes with the design of these knives. They're pretty much in your face, aren't they? Open design though. You got these standoffs back here, right? Boom, boom, boom. And, you know, like we were saying, the pocket clip, 2 screws from the inside, beautiful, smooth, you know, design. Nice. Fascinating. Super light for a very large knife. I mean, it's not 10 inches long, but it's 9 1/4. And it's almost a full 4-inch blade. Whew. And you can get a little bit of thrusting stabbiness there, but look at that. Look at that cutting edge. It's a whole different world. Yes, it is. HEA Designs. Hey, make your comments below, but I'll tell you what, these are taking it to a whole new design level with the blade disappearing like that. It's fanciful, it's futuristic, it's modern, but whatever it is, it's not run-of-the-mill stuff, is it? It's not same old, same old. It's definitely, you know, step into a different drummer. Yeah, nothing short of that, that's for sure. You know what we do? Stay with us. We love them knives. Don't lose your edge. That's important.